You guys are probably just thinking boot camp sucks all the time, but there's actually some really good points here. What is up, guys? You're tuning in to Nikki MGTV for another military video for all your military video needs. As always, you can hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, or down in the comments below. We also have a Patreon link down below where you can donate as little as $1 to help the channel grow. We appreciate it. Love you guys. A lot of you guys that are watching this are probably going to boot camp, just out of boot camp, or just want to see what this is about. But I promise you guys, this is kind of like a vague general overall. Every boot camp, every branch, someone can probably agree with these, because I just want to get some of the worry out of you guys. You guys worry so much about this small portion of your entire career. It scares me, actually, how much you guys are nervous about boot camp. On that note, the first one is joking with your drill instructors, recruit division commanders, your drill sergeants. Yeah, that is just one of the things that's going to happen. I want to let you guys know this really quick, is that this entire process of someone yelling at you, getting you trained up to be in the military, is literally a job, and B, an act. At one point, they're going to break character. And I'm not saying that as like they are just going to totally break down everything. It's just you're going to have some moments where they may be funny. You're going to have some moments where they can be mean. You're going to have moments where you hate them. But you will have a few funny moments. And trust me, they do have a sense of humor just like you guys do. There's going to be stuff that's going to be funny to you guys in boot camp that on context, when you talk about it to your family or whatever, they're not going to understand your jokes and why things are so funny, or what your drill instructor did, or what your RDC did, or whatever. So yes, you will enjoy those moments, because honestly, those moments are what bring you to the mentorship. Like, a lot of RDCs are going to mentor you guys when you're in there to help you guys out, learn about the military, and they're going to be real with you. Not there just to yell at you solely, that's it. So be ready for that. Now, the next one is eating. So I don't know how this could apply to every other branch exactly, but in Navy boot camp, there is a time limit from when you eat to when you can be beat or intensively trained again. So honestly, we had people that would arrive back from chow if they did something stupid, and then they tell them wait on the tow line, and it would be like I think it was like 30 or 45 minutes, and then they would go to the tow line, wait there until that time was up, and then they got IT'd. So the anticipation of being intensely trained or beat, or whatever you want to call it, or smoked as the Army says, yeah, that was a ton of anticipation. So the eating was one of my most favorite parts, because I knew I wasn't going to get beat for something stupid. I didn't have any requirements other than to enjoy my food. And third was, you don't really enjoy your food, you just kind of eat it. But I was never hungry. I literally felt like every time we went to go eat, I was like, man, if this could be like an hour later, I'd be okay. I'd really be hungry, but I'm never hungry here. So yes, your meals are actually pretty good. The food's not too bad. And I still to this day think that Recruit Training Command has the best food in the entire Navy. I don't know if anyone else has been anywhere else that it's amazing, but that food was pretty good. The eating was one of my most favorite parts, because I knew I wasn't going to get beat for something stupid. I didn't have any requirements other than to enjoy my food. And third was, you don't really enjoy your food, you just kind of eat it. But I was never hungry. I literally felt like every time we went to go eat, I was like, man, if this could be like an hour later, I'd be okay. I'd really be hungry, but I'm never hungry here. So yes, your meals are actually pretty good. The food's not too bad. And I still to this day think that Recruit Training Command has the best food in the entire Navy. I don't know if anyone else has been anywhere else that it's amazing, but that food was pretty good. Next is mail, and this is because I know you Army folks out there are going to have your cell phone on Sundays and stuff. I know, it's weird, but us Navy folks, we stick back to the old Harry Potter stuff. Like, we're getting letters from elves and stuff like that. Yes, mail is going to be the one morale boost that you're going to be able to get pretty much every night except for the weekends. But honestly, I say this because I know I have family that watch this. If you can make sure you write as consistently as possible, type it out. I know it sucks writing, but even if you're going to type it out and send it, it is honestly refreshing to hear about other people's lives. Imagine like how you go on social media and you look at other people's lives, and when you're in boot camp, that's all you want to do is see something else. See more than just the gray walls that are around you, the same uniforms that you see every single day, the cold overcast skies of Great Lakes or wherever you're at, and the cold winter months. Yeah, that sucked. But Yes, send it, because honestly for you guys, it was like my one breakaway at night. It was like reading a story or like a book. That can make sense. And that was just like my escape. So there were even times where I would read letters more than once just to like see if I could think of anything else that they said that I may have missed over before. If anyone send you letters, it could be even just send you news articles. Just something to keep you in the loop, because you guys are not going to have access to television and stuff like that in order to know what's happening. Mind you, they didn't even tell us that Obama was like the president when I was in boot camp. We were like, hey, is he the president or not? And they were like,
oh, we can't tell you that.
I'm like, he's our chain of command. What do you mean you can't tell us that? But yeah, I'm just letting you know how locked off you will typically be from the world. This one I think is very sentimental, and it's because I specifically remember these points. And the first one was when I put on the uniform, and that is one of the best moments of boot camp, because you start seeing it come together. Like the stuff that you saw in pictures, you're now reflecting. It's like this slow transition over to becoming a sailor. You see it because in the beginning you just get your PT gear and your camouflage uniform, and then as you move on, then you get your dress uniform and stuff like that. So then you're like, it's just stages of progression where it slowly happens that you become a sailor, and you actually start to be like, oh crap, like this is legit. And the thing about it is a lot of people are going to quit or maybe fall out of boot camp, but if you're not there to see those moments, it's hard to get that motivation, because when you have those moments where you see things come together, such as putting on a uniform, passing a test, whatever, you see the systematic approach to just progression, and it makes you feel good. And for the people that normally fail boot camp or get out of boot camp, it's within like the first 2 to 3-ish weeks, and it's sad because they don't get to see that. Where I feel like many of those people would probably keep pushing if they were able to wait out and experience this moment. So if you're going to boot camp or haven't been yet, definitely these moments should be what drive you to keep going forward. Now the next one is sleep. And this is because as a fresh 18-year-old teenager that I didn't have any responsibility like kids. I was a snot-headed teenager. I wasn't accustomed to having a rigorous schedule, some set routine. And the military is going to give you that. And so this one is sleep, and that's because the fact that you're going to appreciate it way more than you ever have in your life. You're probably going to sleep in areas you've never slept before, learn which way to sleep best on a flat ground. You're going to sleep anywhere and everywhere, and that includes marching. Trust me, I know. I've done it before, and other people have done it before. Your feet just go, and your mind just tells it what to do subconsciously because you're so sleep deprived. Now the last one is graduation. It's honestly the best moment. It really is, because I don't think that I could ever forget those moments. Like, you just don't forget it, man. It's one of those things where like you walk into a crowd of people that are just there for you, supporting you, and realize that you are a totally different person than what you were when you first joined. And that's kind of like, it touches you. You know what I mean? Like you realize that whatever happens after that, you can do it. And I hate saying that, because it's like, you don't need to join the military to know that you can do something, but the military is going to show you that. It's going to show you that you can do this, or whatever you want to do, you're going to put your mind to it. And it kind of teaches you that if you set a routine, you set a schedule, you set a goal, you will achieve it if you set those goals and steps out, so that way you can achieve it. I wish that I could have learned that maybe a different way sometimes, but I'm grateful for what the Navy has done to show me that. So I say, to finish off the top moments of boot camp, this is it. You just can't beat it. You'll remember this forever. I wish I had more photos and stuff from boot camp, but I graduated in 2008 when cell phone cameras sucked and digital cameras sucked, and I wish I had more photos. But yeah, if you have questions, hit me up on Snapchat or Instagram or down in the comments below. Also, we have a Patreon link down below where you can donate as little as $1. We appreciate it. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.